When's the last time you traveled back in time to save someone? That's the main goal of the anime we're talking about today. I'm Redwater, and today we're talking about Erased. In this video, I'll be discussing Erased from its plot, animation, art style, and characters, as well as its ending, giving a rank for the anime overall, ranging from F to S at the end. Plot. Erased is a psychological thriller released in 2016 and produced by A1 Pictures. It follows the story of Satoru, age 29, who is a struggling manga artist working part-time at a pizzeria. Satoru uses an ability called Revival. Uses is the wrong word since it implies he can activate it at will, which isn't the case. He has no control over when the revival happens. A revival is when Satoru sees a deja vu-like moment played back, so he has a chance to try to fix whatever is wrong before something bad happens. Normally with revival, he can bounce mere minutes or seconds, but ends up bouncing 18 years into the past where a great deal of the anime takes place. Now a kid with the mind of a 29-year-old, Satoru has a chance to save 3 children who went missing all those years ago in 1988, as well as unearth their true killer and save his mother's life in the present. Themes. Erased has some heavy themes such as child abuse and kidnapping. However, I feel these themes are handled well and don't take anything from the series. It's not all doom and gloom though, there are funny parts. I enjoy hearing Satoru joke about his mom being a yokai. Art style. The art style is what stuck out to me on my first watch, particularly the shape of certain characters' heads and how characters look from certain angles. It doesn't bother me, and I don't view it as a negative towards the anime. The manager is down bad though with the oval head cowlick combo. I do think it's funny some of the kids look like they ain't get enough tummy time. Animation. The animation is alright. It's exceptionally smooth when it comes to major movements like running. For a good example, the race between Satoru and Hamada in episode 3. Because a lot of the anime takes place in the past, to differentiate between the present and the past, or even a memory from his present, we get an anamorphic widescreen, which makes watching feel more cinematic. Intense close-up shots of reactions when someone is being questioned or when something they weren't expecting happens is another good example. Yuki jittering about when being asked about Kaio. I don't understand why he was acting all weird besides to try and trick the viewer. One of the best looking scenes being when Satoru takes Kaio to see a Christmas tree after mentioning how one of the girls in their class only invited her to boast. Characters. When discussing characters, it's only right we start with our main character, Satoru. I won't be discussing every character in this anime, though it boasts a wide variety of them. When the anime started, Satoru wasn't anything special to me, but after his first revival, I was fucking with bro. Satoru had character development I could get behind. By going back in time, he has a chance to make a change. I'm sure if he remembered what happened during his race, he would have won instead and changed the outcome both for him and Kaio, since she wouldn't have called him a liar afterwards. I enjoy Satoru's relationship with his mother, as well as how he makes an effort to show how much he appreciates her cooking and the fact that they can spend time together now since she's currently not alive in his present. Kaio's story is a sad one for sure, but I enjoy watching her be able to trust Satoru and his friends. We got to see her caring side as well as get an understanding for why she behaved the way she does. Since I talked about them, I want to make it clear I never viewed Satoru and Kaio romantically in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Not just because of their ages, but because I just never got that vibe from them. Therefore, I never viewed them in that way. Satoru's mom is nothing short of amazing. I enjoyed how attentive she is to Satoru, only getting involved when necessary and leading her son down a positive path of choice making, as well as understanding what's right, knowing that sometimes you have to take chances. Summary. For 12 episodes, you wonder how much they can cover without making it feel rushed or boring. I think the pacing of Erased is well done. Nothing felt blown over, if that makes any sense, and I was far from bored wondering how it will play out. If you're paying attention, you can see who the killer is plainly. However, this doesn't subtract from the story for me. It's not like I was bummed out when I realized or anything like that. I was still able to enjoy the anime for what it is. While watching this anime, I couldn't help but compare it to Tokyo Revengers, since they carry the same kind of theme as far as time traveling back into the past to try to save someone who died with slightly different conditions. It really made me appreciate Erased more. One of the flaws that I couldn't ignore in Tokyo Revengers was the fact that I didn't have a connection with Hinata. She was introduced, yes. She was a damsel in distress, yes. But there was no bond being built with the viewer and the character. This made the stakes not as serious. I found myself asking, why do I care if she makes it or not? While Erased did the opposite. We saw more and more of Kaio's character, as well as her improvement, her home life, her current future. You as the viewer start to build a bond with Kaio the same as Satoru, hoping that she could be saved because you got to know her and wanted her to live. I felt this made watching the rescue mission more interesting. You know, because I was actually able to give two shits about the person in danger. I have no issue with Satoru and Kaio. I didn't feel any romance when they were together. Whenever I watched them, it looked like two friends hanging out. Nothing about the stuff they did together was romantic to me. I don't normally ship characters unless it's obvious or I think they're cute together, and I didn't think it was obvious, nor did I think Satoru and Kaio look good together. If you disagree, then attack me in the comments. Spoiler here, if you haven't seen it already. I also think that the story would have been the same without Yuki. Besides being used as a distraction from the real killer, nothing Yuki does is helpful to the story. Yes, I know he's innocent, but you're still a grown-ass man chilling with kids alone and unsupervised, which wouldn't be so weird if he had even mentioned one time that he has friends his own age or other people he can hang out with besides kids. But he doesn't. He's just hanging out with his daddy and jits and wondering why people think he diddle him. This anime does have some funny moments in my opinion, and the funny doesn't take away from the seriousness. The ending went well for me. I'm fine with the ending. There's nothing that I want to change. Like I said, it's not like I think that he should have been with either of the two women, Ari or Kaio. For me, while I was watching this, I understand that the goal was to save those girls, but while I was watching it personally, the main goal was to make sure that his mom was all right, which is why you need to go back into the past to find the real killer so that your present will be safe. Overall, I have to rank this anime in the B tier. The badges this anime gained while I was watching were lightweight because of the episode 1, interesting because it was, and bussin' because it is. The best character slot goes to Satoru's mom, no surprise there, and the worst character goes to Kaio's mom, no surprise there. This has been my review for Erased. I enjoyed this anime. However, this is one demon's opinion. I suggest you go watch Erased for yourself and form your own. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm Redwater, and that's all for me. This is my best moment from the series, or my favorite moment from the series.
What? 子供っぽいとか言うなよ。男子ってさ、何かとすぐこそこそ基地とか隠れ家とか作るべさ。どうせヒーローごっことかでしょ？ヒーローバカにするな。サトルくん。